Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for subscribing. I am going to give you just a brief overview of my channel. So my husband and I are on a mission to semi-retire in 5 years with $1.5 million invested. This year, however, we are trying to invest $106,000. So in order to stay on budget, I love to do cash stuffing. So my channel does have a lot of cash stuffing videos. I also love to break down my budget because I feel like it's important to show how I spend, where I'm spending, where I'm investing. And I also love to throw in some vlogs as well. I haven't done too many, but I really think I'm going to be doing more just because I really enjoy making them. And I also think it's just fun to show you how I live my life and mostly how I try to keep my house organized and things like that. But today, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you how I break down my money each month into my cash envelopes and how I decide how much money goes in each envelope. So recently, I did a breakdown of my sinking fund goals, specifically my long-term sinking fund goals. So these are my long-term sinking fund goals. And I realized going through these that I did not allot enough money for my cow and pig. So the cow pig, if you are new here, I order a half a cow and a quarter pig twice a year. And that comes out to $2,675 for one order. So I had already ordered some in December, and we are going to need that, I think, within the next 2 or 3 months. So what I thought I could do, because I did not put enough money each month into my cow pig envelope to achieve this goal. And I really do not want to use any more of my extra money. I always try to save or allot $2,500 for my envelopes. I do not like to go over that. So I work within that $2,500 to achieve these goals and have enough for my short-term sinking funds. So what I thought I would do is I am going to fully fund 4 sinking funds this month of May. So that will be Halloween, registration, Thanksgiving, and exterminator. So if I fully fund those envelopes, I'll free up $140 a month extra to put towards my half cow and quarter pig envelope. I hope that made sense. That was like a mouthful, so I hope you got that. Okay, so I'm just going to go through what I typically do each month so you can kind of see how I break down all of my envelopes. So here we go. Car maintenance, I'm going to allot this month $65. Christmas is getting $50. Clothes, this is actually a new envelope. I went shopping this past month and I realized that I really need to be setting some money aside because I didn't have any extra money for the clothes. And I went shopping anyway because I desperately needed clothes. I have not been shopping like probably for the past 2 years, like in an actual store. So anyway, my cow pig envelope always gets $270. So that's typical. And then to fully fund my exterminator envelope, I am going to need $90. So that will be fully funded. Halloween, I just need $10 to fully fund that. Phones, and I'm just looking off to the side because I have it all written out so it would just go a little bit smoother when I record. Registration, to fully fund this, I am going to need $90. Thanksgiving, I need $135 to meet my goal of $250. And I'm not putting anything in my vet this month because it's fully funded. But it won't be soon because I actually have to take my dogs to get vaccinated and their flea meds. And I actually just ordered flea meds for my cats. We live in Texas and the bugs here are insane. And last year we got fleas and I never want to experience that ever again. It was terrible. And that's another reason why I have an exterminator fund because just in case anything happens, like if we do get fleas, like I want to make sure we have enough money to have him come as much as possible or as much as needed, because I do not like to deal with that. Okay, anyway, so as you can see, the total down here is $415 and $360. So now I know that I have $1,725 for my short-term sinking funds. Oh, let me actually do the denominations real quick. And as you can see on the bottom here, they're tallying up. So I can just quickly look at this when I'm about to go to the bank and see how many of each denomination I need. And just to let you know, I am going to put this down in my description of this video. So, or yeah, in the description area. So you guys can download a copy. It's on Google Sheets. And I actually, for you guys, I put week 1, 2, 3, and 4 because I know that not everyone does biweekly cash stuffing. So some people do it every single week. So I thought I would kind of accommodate to that as well. So you can just click on the link down there and it'll ask you to make a copy of the spreadsheet so you can edit it how you want it. You can change the colors, you can change the fonts. I just wanted to provide you guys with free resources because, it's, I don't know, I think everyone should have budgeting tools. So there we go. Okay, 2035. So I hope it helps you. And if it does help you, let me know in the comments. I'm just curious. Okay, so now I have my total and the total for all my denominations. Okay, so now I'm going to go into my short-term sinking funds. Now, how I look at my short-term sinking funds each month, there are certain short-term sinking funds that I have to fully fund. So, for example, and I have this written out as well. Okay, so I'm going to kind of be looking off to the side as well. So, for example, pets, they always get $360, and I have to have that because I feed them raw food, and I take Cammy, our little one, to the groomer and I give them bones. Like, my pets are spoiled, my dogs especially. So, okay, so pets, actually I'm going to do 260 over here for the first half of the month and then $100 for the second half. So now the next envelope that always has to be funded a certain amount is the horses. So $200 there and $270 there. And then I'm just going to kind of go down what I typically allot for each envelope. I don't like to switch it up too much because I kind of know what I need each month. So sometimes it changes, but typically it doesn't. Okay, date night is getting 20. So this month also, we are going on vacation for 10 days. We're going to Utah, and I think it's a perfect time to kind of look at our goals, and if we need any extra money, we don't use the money that we allot for food each month. We don't use the total when we go on vacation because we have money set aside for our vacation that we use. So we're going to have some extra money, I think, in our food budget that I can kind of throw into some envelopes that I need to fully fund. That's my goal. I hope. You never know. Maybe we'll go to Costco and that will not happen. We'll see. Okay, so I'm just filling in the typical amount I give to each envelope. Health, I'm going to be going to the PT this month. Home repair, 40. Home supplies, 100. Lottery. So we just started playing the lottery, and I was Actually, usually I put $40 in the lottery total in the month, but that's not going to happen this month because I have bigger priorities than playing the lottery. I mainly do this one for my husband. He really likes doing it, but I mean I like it too, but he really wanted to keep that in our budget, which is fine. And then self care. Okay, so that should be actually perfect. I calculated this prior to recording this because I just wanted to kind of make sure it went smoothly. So now I have my $2,500 allotted for this month. So I'm going to go ahead and just do my denomination. So I have those ready. I'm going to be going to the bank to take out my first week's cash, I think in a few days. So I'll have this all prepared. I like to do this maybe like a week before the new month starts just because I like to have everything ready. So when I find a time to actually go to the bank, then it's all ready for me. Okay, so as you can see, I left my nanny part blank because I don't really allot the nanny costs in that $2,500, but I do cash stuff for the nanny. And the reason why I do that is because our nanny funds kind of are, how do I want to say this? They're different each month. So I just kind of keep that separate. Anyway, I hope that made sense. Okay. Okay. And then we'll come over here. Beauty is not getting funded. Okay. And if you guys have something like this already, I'm just curious how you do your cash planning each month. Like, do you use a notepad? Like, what do you have you built your own? And if you do download this, I really am curious how you like it and if it's working for you. If you're having any issues, of course, always tell me. I have this little start here tab on there as well. So it has like some instructions. This is kind of self-explanatory, but I also provided my email just in case you guys had any issues with this spreadsheet. You can always email me and I will edit it if there's any issues. So anyway, this was a really quick video, but I just felt like when I first started cash stuffing, I didn't really find any videos like on how people think through their budget and how they allot their money each month in their envelope. So I just thought I would jump on and kind of show you how I distribute my funds each month and how I'm going to be achieving my cow pig envelope goal. And honestly, this is just real life. Sometimes you do not calculate things correctly. Sometimes you need to pull money from other places, and I'm just showing you that I am not perfect. I am learning as well. This is, I think, a year and a half that I've been cash stuffing and I still make mistakes. It's just part of life. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this, please let me know and I will catch you in the next one.